Hi, I'm Kirk and welcome to my kitchen. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and turn on the notifications for all future recipe videos. Today we're going to be making Burmese tofu. It's a great alternative for soy. It can be used in any recipe to replace tofu or any meat products. Let's get started. We have 1 cup garbanzo bean flour, 1 teaspoon salt, and 1 teaspoon turmeric. Let's just give those a good mix. And I'm going to go ahead and add 1.5 cups water. And we want to blend that in. Whisk it all together. Make sure there's no lumps on the bottom. Alright. Now take any non-stick pot or pan and add 1.5 cups of water and bring it to boil. While we're waiting for our water to boil, it's a perfect time to oil our baking pan. I'm going to go ahead and use refined coconut oil. I'm using refined because I don't want the additional coconut flavoring in my Burmese tofu. It's great for other things, but not this dish. Alright, our water's boiling, so it's time to add our wet mix. Go ahead and just pour that all in. Once you've added all of your wet mix into the boiling water, we're going to stir for 8 minutes consecutively. And while you're stirring, it's going to come to a boil, and once it's at a boiling point, you want to lower the heat to a simmer. Make sure that you continuously scrape the bottoms and make sure that your Burmese tofu is not burning or sticking to the bottom. If it is, that means that your non-stick layer in your pan has gone and it's time to get a new one. But as you can see, nothing's sticking here. I keep scraping the bottom, keep stirring, and it should thicken like a good pancake batter. That's when you know it's ready to pour out. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab our pre-greased baking pan and pour in all this wonderful Burmese tofu that's ready to set. I'm going to just smooth out the top a little bit so it's flat when it cures. And I'm going to set this one in the fridge. Normally you just set it aside for an hour. Here I have Burmese tofu that I made about 3 days ago. I drained the water and you can see that the tofu has condensed away from the sides. It's still smooth on the bottom, but on the top there's still this rough edge. And this I consider to be very firm tofu compared to the Burmese tofu we just stuck into the fridge. You can see the difference here on the top right. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and slice this up so I can show you the inside. Look at that, beautiful. And if you don't like the top part that dried up while it was in the fridge, I actually didn't cover it, you're still going to have this little bit. You can just slice it off and we can use it in a Burmese ground beef or some other dish later. I wouldn't discard it. I'm going to go ahead and slice some longer pieces for some dishes that I'm making. You can use those in salads. You can pan fry them like fried tofu. They're great as fried tofu in sushi. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut and cube the other half so that I can use it in some Asian dishes. I'm going to be making a General Tso's chicken soon. You'll see that video coming up. Here's a look at the inside. They're just perfectly square. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Yep, that is the perfect texture. It's going to take any flavor I put on it. It's well balanced, ready to go. And there is your Burmese tofu.